Hello everybody, my name is Heather and today I am going to be doing a wrap-up of all the books I read in February. I actually didn't even get to read that many. I had a few things go on in February, which was a few bumps in the road. I ended up having a dental procedure on one of my back teeth and I was in a lot of pain. And so I just didn't feel like recording a video because I was pretty miserable. And then my husband, I love him, he rescued a puppy on a job site where he was working. And so it's been a few rough days. The puppy isn't potty trained, so we've been waking up early to get the puppy out, and everything has just been taking longer. She's a sweet puppy and I hope we find her owner soon so she can go back home where she belongs. I'm not looking to keep another, plus our cat is kind of angry at the moment. He is pretty livid, and we already have a dog too, although my children really want to keep her, and I would consider it if my cat wasn't so angry. But he will stalk her and then walk right up to her and not do anything to her but just hiss in her face and then run away. It's kind of funny, but at the same time I wish he would stop being such a jerk and be nice to the poor puppy. Anyway, enough about all of that. That's what has been going on and why I didn't upload a video last week. So life happens sometimes and we just gotta go with the flow. And so that's pretty much what I did. So this month I read 2 books, and that's okay. I didn't meet my goal of 4. I wanted to do 1 a week. It didn't work out, and that's okay. I will continue reading what I have had planned, but I will also be adding more, and I will upload what I'll be reading in March. After this video at some point, since March is, just a couple days away, because it is still February. Today is Monday, so hopefully I can get this video out Wednesday, which will actually be the 1st, so we'll see. Anyway, I read 2 books, and here are the 2 books. The first one I read was The Two Princesses of Bamar, and I did post a quick short on it, or a quick, not short, a vlog video on this book. And as you know, I still loved this book. It was so sweet, and even though it has some magic in it, the magic wasn't the prevailing theme in it. The prevailing theme was the love and just adoration for family and siblings, and I still love this book. I really do. It's a great family read, and it does have a little romance in it, but really not a whole lot. They do get married in the end, and there are a couple things in it that I didn't really care for where it comes to romance in the book with both of the sisters, but I will save that for the actual review when I get that up. But overall, I would still recommend this book because it is still so sweet. The 2 sisters love each other so much and will go through so much for each other, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship. And then the second one I actually had trouble reading it. I really did. It took a lot out of me to get it finished, and I finally just had to sit down one night and I'm not gonna get up out of this spot until I finish this book, and I did. And that's part of the reason why I didn't read as much too, because it took so long for me to get through. It's not even that long. It's really not. It can honestly be read in 2 to 3 hours if you sit down and really. It took me I was about halfway through and I sat down and read the rest of it in an hour. So this book, Shattered Mirror, it was my absolute favorite as a teenager, and I don't like it anymore. there are so many more reasons why, and I will add those in the review as well, but ultimately it comes down to, just like I said in the short that I posted, was the main female lead and the main male lead who fall in love with each other. They only have known each other for 2 weeks. This entire book takes place within 2 weeks. I didn't realize that until I reread it this time. I thought it spanned over several months to a year, but no, it takes place within 2 weeks. I cannot stand the mom. The mom is awful. And I'm just telling you, there's a lot of things I'm going to say about this book. And I know the mom was meant to be awful. Anyway, I understand why I liked this book, because I was very dark as a teenager. I was very depressed and I liked dark things, and this was a dark book and I liked it as a teenager. This time, not so much. I've grown up. I've moved on past that stuff. I'm not really into vampires. I've really outgrown that phase. I'm not so much into dark books anymore. I prefer light-hearted, sweet books, even action-adventure books, to dark romance. So there's that. The other book I am only about, and I actually left it in the other room, so there's that. I have read only about 3 or 4 chapters in it. I may actually be on chapter 5, but that was the first book of the Mediator series, and I'm going to continue reading that and all of that fun stuff. It's okay so far. The main female character is very sassy and has a smart aleck mouth, and I liked that as a teenager because, like I said, I was very dark, I was very sassy, I was very sarcastic, and I have grown up since then, and I see that now, and I honestly have changed quite a lot, especially in my tastes for books. But I digress. This book, I'm not so sure I'm going to enjoy this one as much as I did as a teenager either. I do have one big issue, and mostly it's the ghost that's living in her room is a male, and the blurb on the back even says that there's a hot ghost living in my room, or there's a hot boy living in my room. Too bad he's a ghost, or something along those lines. And I'm just like, I'm not so sure about that anymore. Coming from a mom of a preteen now, I don't, no. That's not something I want in my books. So I may be doing an unhaul video of all my books here soon, because wow, I didn't realize my tastes have changed. But they have, and that's okay. That is all I have for this video. That is all I read. Like I said, I only read 2 books, 2 and a few chapters of another book. So I will keep reading that one, and that one will be on my March list. And then I will also be adding, I haven't decided if I want to do the March Mystery Madness or the Middle Grade Madness. I may combine the two and do some mystery and some middle grade, because my son wants me to read he wants me to read his favorite book, which is Percy Jackson, and his other favorite book, which is Eragon. But I'm not so sure Eragon, I'm not so sure that one is considered middle grade. So I will start with Percy Jackson and read that one. I haven't quite figured it all out, so I'm not even going to go into what I'm going to read, but those are what I am mulling over for what to do for March. If you have any recommendations for mysteries, I honestly really love mysteries. I love Agatha Christie. I have not read all of Agatha Christie, so I will probably throw some of those in. All of the Agatha Christie books. I like Sherlock Holmes, which is right there. I really do like some mysteries. So if you have any suggestions with that, put it in there. I don't like horror mysteries. I don't like horror at all. I don't do very well with horror. Never have. It causes me to have some wacky dreams, and I'm just not doing that. So no horror, but mysteries definitely. And any middle grade suggestions, put those below too, and so I can research them and figure out which ones I want to read. Plus it'll help me up my list of books that I want to read with my kids. Oh, speaking of which, we are about a third of the way through the first book of the Wingfeather Saga, and I had to return the library book, and my kids have enjoyed it so much that I just went ahead and bought the first book. They have laughed so much with this book, and because it was silly, and then the silly names on top of it. I'm enjoying it. My husband is even enjoying this one. He laughs at the stuff in it too. So it is actually a really good family book. If you like adventure, if you like silliness, I'm glad I chose to read this book with my kids instead of just reading it by myself, because hearing the laughter out of both of them as I'm reading, it's really good. We did finish reading the Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, that book. So we read the first two, The Magician's Nephew and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. We finished reading that one, and they really liked that, and we watched the movie with it, and the entire time we were watching the movie, they were picking out, just ripping it apart, saying, this wasn't in the book, this is not how they did that, they did that wrong. So while it was kind of annoying, at least I know they're listening to me while they're reading, or while I'm reading to them. So win-win, or yeah, I guess it is a win-win. So it's really great seeing that they actually listen and are actually enjoying the books that I've been picking out for them. Because normally I let them pick out books to read, but I've been branching out and choosing different books for us to read. So I'm glad they're enjoying them, and I'm really glad I decided to hold off with the Wingfeather Saga and read it with them, because it's really good and I'm enjoying it so far. But like I said, that is all I have for this video. I'm not going to continue talking, so I will see you all next time. I hope you all have a great day, and please leave some suggestions in the comments, because I really need some. I have, other than going to Goodreads and finding a bunch of stuff, I have nothing. I have nothing for March. So mysteries or middle grade, put it in the comments so I can figure out what to read, and I will see you all next time. Bye!